On the 5th of March, me and Richard took a trip to Greater Manchester to explore the three main city centre train stations: Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester Oxford Road, and Deansgate. We saw a rail tour over at Deansgate and then made our way back to Manchester Oxford Road for an hour or so there, where we spoke to a northern driver who decided to follow me social accounts, and then ended up at Manchester Piccadilly for our connections back. Richard took Avanti West Coast back down to London Euston, but got stuck outside of Sandbach due to a problem that I can't quite remember. So I made it back home maybe 2 to 3 hours before he'd even made it into London. Thanks, nationalisation. Your railway's still complete bollocks. We bought British Rail back, but worse.
Deansgate, a northern train station with 2 platforms served by northern trains. And Manny Metro Link.
1134, northern service to Liverpool High Street.
Well, close enough, it's the 1128 from Crewe. 319385.
Which I've probably seen before. And it used to run through 319385.
St Helens.
Yeah. Or if you want, use the Willows. Or Edgefield. Or wherever you want to say apply.
So we don't do non-stop then. Next is the 1143 East Midlands Railway service from Norwich to Liverpool Lime Street.
Which I saw the front half or rear half at Nottingham, no, Peterborough this morning at 8:30. Got 158858 which I saw at Peterborough.
The 1148 from Manchester Oxford Road to Liverpool and the 1144 from Redcar to Manchester. Transport for Wales to Manchester Airport, which is going to make an initial stop here whilst awaiting a platform at Mankinyon Oxford Road. So 5106 to Manchester Oxford Road, Manchester Piccadilly, East Didsbury and Manchester Airport.
Also on its way is a cat to Blackpool.
At least they've not stopped it in the passenger point, they've stopped it at the end of the platform. Oh, off he goes. Next up, the 1151 northern service from Manchester Airport to Blackpool North, which isn't the Salic or anything else caller. I don't even know if he's the Leighton. 331009. Through 1003 to Blackpool North via Preston. Or is there another one approaching? Oh yes, the 1152 from Blackpool North to Manchester Airport. You'd never have guessed, really, would you? Actually, you probably would. He's going to be calling. Because they're only using P4 for some odd reason. at Oxford Road. It's just cleared anyway. 331031. Clever. $28. We can fit 6 here then. We know that one. Because that's just in the platform there. Bye-bye 31 and 28.
Okay,
Here's a Transport for Wales service from Manchester Airport to Chair.
Chester.
That one. Hippo. One more 5.
175.
To Chester via Warrington Bank Quay. Anyway, you can get there in this direction, I think, as well. Next up, the 1201 Northern service from Liverpool Line Street to Manchester Oxford Road. It's a pair of 156s. To say I didn't see any but 402 is now an exaggeration. 156424. One 156452. Next up, the 1202 Transpennine Express service from Manchester Airport to Redcar Central, which is short-formed. This train has 3 carriages and is not scheduled to stop. One 85104 to Redcar Central via Manchester Victoria and Middlesbrough. Next up, a freight train from Felixstowe to Trafford Park. I think I've started a bit early on all of these clips, haven't I? Let's see if Sealy's going to tell us to stand back or stand forwards. And by stand forwards, I mean say absolutely sweet fuck all. Apparently it is then. It's a bunch of boxes anyway. Something about locomotives and carriages. So that's off to Trafford Park. Next behind me is what I come all this way for, coincidentally. Because I planned to come this way anyway. Next up, the 1212 DB cargo service from Westbury to Wist. Don't know if I'm reading it right. I'm following a Wikipedia pronunciation guide. Otherwise, it's Wist. With the Lancashire. 6084.
Between this station and Bolton for the 12:19 Northern service to
Bolton.
Further information is available from the station
452 and 434. With the 1217 Northern service from Manchester Oxford Road to Liverpool Lime Street. Next up, the 1222 Northern service to Crewe via Manchester Airport. 323230. Really busy and all.
On the 16th of April, me and Delta Australia headed to Sincil Bank to watch a Class 40 make its way to Great Yarmouth.
We're at Sincil Bonk level crossing in Lincolnshire. Saturday the 16th of April 2022 at 09:34 for the 0619 0936 locomotive services train from Manchester Piccadilly to Great Yarmouth. The Norfolk Coast Express. Manchester to Great Yarmouth. Has there ever been an actual national rail service there? Are you thinking of the British Rail days? Because sometimes these tours make sense, other times they don't. And I think it's one of them that it doesn't. Oh, maybe. But then there's nobody to scream at him. Not at 11 million decibels. Enough to cause an earthquake.
It's on time, that's a good thing.
Well, just about, anyway. And then bike your way to the beach side.
Yeah, it's way too far to ride. We're going to Camden in the car. I don't know which one we're going to today though, 'cause it's usually one complete we go to.
I think that one's at Skegness. I did do Google and can't bloody remember. Yeah, they're off down the back end there, because there's a bit of better view across the fence.
We know it's not, to be fair.
There's not really view at all anywhere else. Although Brayford's Bridge would be nice, but the sun's the wrong side.
Not even any clouds behind either.
No, just this brick post behind me.
It's been moving quite slowly though, because it says it's past Central, but it says it's still got 2 minutes to get to Pelham Street Junction.
Here it is. Boys are on 347.593 for Great Yarmouth.
On the 21st of May, I decided it was time to venture to Leicester, since local services running fast between there and East Midlands Parkway, due to rail replacement works on Loughborough Platform 3, although I still need to collect Barrow-upon-Soar, Sileby and Syston to complete the modern-day section of the Ivanhoe line.
The 10 car that side. There's an unknown carriage this end. So that's 222012 leading the 10 car. Three Tornado. The 1105 East Midlands Railway service from London St Pancras to Sheffield, 222012 leading the train.
March, Ely, Cambridge and Stansted Airport. This train is formed of 3 coaches. First class accommodation is at the rear of the train.
Next out, the 1112 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Stansted Airport. On 7106. The 1117 East Midlands Railway service from London St Pancras to Nottingham, 222103. 11:37 East Midlands Railway service from London St Pancras to Sheffield.
We are sorry that the 11:31 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras is delayed by approximately 16 minutes. The reason for the delay is currently being investigated by our team.
Next out, the 11:43 East Midlands Railway service to Grimsby Town, running fast to East Midlands Parkway due to track replacement works at Loughborough. On 7532.
London St Pancras only. This train is formed of 10 coaches.
No first class then. Next up, the 11:31 from Sheffield to London St Pancras.
Platform 3 for the 11:31 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras. London St Pancras.
22101. 222011. So next in the 11:45 from Nottingham to London St Pancras. Two 2020. The 11:47 East Midlands Railway service from London St Pancras to Nottingham, 18110. Next up, the 11:50 cross-country service from Stansted Airport to Coleshill Parkway. And 7109.
The riding of cycles and e-scooters is not permitted whilst on the station.
Hang on, Leicester desk. So 1B40 on 4, right? Is for London. Why is he going to South Wigston? Again, P4, London. Why is he going to Birmingham? 1207 for London St Pancras.
Platform 2 for the 12:07 East Midlands Railway service to Sheffield.
Chesterfield front 8. That sounds fun. Some point short of the 12:07 East Midlands Railway service from London St Pancras to Sheffield. (22019) leading the train.
Beeston and Nottingham. This train is formed of 7 coaches.
Ooh.
Due to a short platform, passengers for Beeston should board the front 6 coaches.
The
First-class accommodation is at the rear of the train.
The 1210 East Midlands Railway service from Lincoln Central, 156422. If you're later, take me down to East Midlands Parkway. It's coming in pretty empty as well. One 156422 from Lincoln Central. He's then got the 1240 run back, so he's got like 38 minutes to sit in because of the engineering works at Loughborough. So it was faster in East Midlands Parkway and Eel.
We are sorry, but the train on platform 1 has now terminated here. Passengers for Peterborough, your next fastest direct service is now expected to be the 1312 to Cambridge, departing from platform 2. This train is currently on time.
The 1215 East Midlands Railway service from Nottingham to London St Pancras, 222009. That door's probably come off 104 because there's a stripe in the middle of it. The 1217 East Midlands Railway service from London St Pancras to Nottingham, 222004. Children's Hospital, Sheffield. It's been a really long time since I saw that one at Sheffield, partly because I don't go, but partly otherwise because it's on Nottingham diagrams, defeating the point of the name.
On the 23rd of May, I decided to record the first Buses At video for Scunthorpe Bus Station. At this point, I hadn't a clue how routing worked, as there were some routes that simply ran back and forth, whilst others ran round the town and back again. That made it really complicated. So like, Route 1 is the town circular. 7 and 8 cross back with each other at Skippingdale. It's not as simple as at base, where it's literally the same number does the same thing and it doesn't take 11 hours. Mind you, then if you're in peak, Scunthorpe's 1 becomes the 1A, which then marks in with the 3, and everything, and probably even the 7 and 8. I don't know.
I'm going to start with a Hornsby's service, which I think is running round to then start the number 6. We'll turn round for a slight bit more action with the terminating Dennis Dart on the number 60. Terminating in from Thealby. (35 142). Next up, we'll terminate in Humber Flyer. Number 350, 394. Next up, a terminating service from West Woodside, number 399. And then we'll turn round this side for the 35 to Amcuts, 177. Next up, an East Lancashire Viking on bus number 7 to Skippingdale Retail Park, 16918. All of those are based here. I don't think there's any anywhere else. We'll keep going for bus number 6 for Ashby, run by Hornsby. Up a Dennis Dart on the 1205 service to Whitton, operating on route number 60 35142. This one's then going to run round and then do a service to Westerwood side. There's actually more room here than back over at Lincoln Central. Well, obviously, because the stands are all over the place, but you've then not got 25 buses all running around to get in a stand, because most of them are stored over on the far right in the holding area. And another Dennis start. This is terminating from number 3. This will be a Westcliff 35140. Unless she's off to do a service, I'm not too sure. Here's a terminating number 1 service. 21215, it's an old Eclipse Urban unit. You can tell I don't know much about this area. I thought pop over because it's the oldest depot. Next up, another terminating Hornsby's service from Ashby, I think. That's the one we saw go out. That was quick. Next, we're terminating number 12. Next up, a Humber Fast Cat heading on his way back to Hull. And we'll stay this way for an Urban Eclipse unit for Westcliff. I heard another one. Here's a 6 for Ashby via Bromby Coal now running in. I don't know this place well at all. I'm going to have to come back at another point and do a revision. And this will be the final 2 because I'm completely shite at this, so I need to do a massive revision before coming back. Next up, a number 3, 35140, following behind him a number 12 for Ashfield. That'll do. I've got about as much idea of what was on here as a bloody person in Mars.